How's it going, everybody? My name is Doge, and today I will be doing another short car review. In this car review, I will be taking you around what I like to call the Jeep from overseas, and in other words, the Jeep from England. Now, this car is something special to me, as it is basically, as I said, it's like a Jeep but from England. Since it has a rugged body shape, it's mainly fitted for off-roading, and it has a big engine. So yeah, let me tour you around the 2022 Land Rover Defender 90. So yeah, this is the new Land Rover Defender, and it is by far one of the greatest vehicles of all time to be manufactured from a British company. Now, as I said, this is the 90 variant, and I think the 90 means two-door. And as you can see, it also has a spare tire, just like the Jeeps. And it has like a 2-door and 4-door variant, just like the Jeeps. And it has a big engine, just like the Jeeps. So under here is a supercharged 5-liter V8 producing 520 horsepower and about 460 pound-feet of torque. I'm not so sure about that. But anyway, this thing has a ground clearance of around 9 inches, which makes off-roading extremely capable in this thing. So yeah. I really like this thing, and upon the looks, it looks very like mean. It looks very aggressive. I like the square headlights the most, honestly. And now that I've taken you guys on the review, let me show you the dealership page. Alright guys, so here we are at the 2022 Land Rover Defender 90's dealership page, also called the 2022 Terrain Traveler Preserver 90, as you could see in the dealership. So this comes in 5 trims, starting with the base model, which is called the Preserver, which is basically as base as you can get. The entire specs of this is wrong, other than the all-wheel drive part. But anyway, the Preserver is like the base model. I think it only comes with a V6. I'm not too sure about that. But anyway, then we move to the V8, which is the one we have here. And as you can see, the specs are wrong again. It does not get 290 horsepower. But anyway, yeah, this looks extraordinary in my opinion. And now we move to the G Vital, which is basically a more upscale base model. What on earth are these specs? It has the glitch again. All right, then we move to the G, which is like the 2-tone variant. And then there's the V8 Ivory Edition, which is, I think, carbon fiber thingies. I'm not too sure about that, but I don't know crap about the Ivory Edition. I only know that it has the same V8 as, well, the V8 trim. And by the way, fun fact, I think the V8 is made by AMG. So yeah, those are all the trims. And upon the colors, they're extremely fitting, and I love them all. Alright, now that I've taken you guys on a dealership page, let me show you how this thing sounds. Alright, now that the sound and lighting test is done, let me show you guys the performance test. Alright, so now we're going to do the speed test. I'm going to floor it in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so now we're at a top speed of 151 miles an hour with an 8-speed manual. Not sure if it's an automatic or a manual, but they put a manual in this thing. Let's check the braking real quick. Absolutely insane brakes, because, I mean, this thing weighs like 5,000 to 6,000 pounds, and you really don't expect it to have good brakes, but these have excellent brakes. These are like phenomenal when it comes to braking. Alright, now let me show you guys how it drives. Alright, so upon driving, I noticed the first thing that it handles very well for an off-roader, being that, it's supposed to be for off-roading, and I don't really expect it to handle very well, being that it's a heavy vehicle with a big engine. But anyway, just besides the handling, it's incredibly quick for an SUV for this size. And I gotta say, I instantly love this thing. Like this has a V8 and it sounds amazing, by the way. And I love driving this thing. Though it's a manual, okay, speaking of manuals, I gotta show you guys the launch in this thing. If you guys ever want to launch this thing, it's best to launch it with second gear and traction off. So I recommend going there. So 3, 2, 1, go. And as you can see, it actually squats, which is incredibly cool in my opinion. So yeah, I love this thing. It's just so fun to toss around. Despite there not being many places to off-road in this game, there's still a lot of good places where you could use that, like that over there. You could use those 2 jumps. And I think I just died. Alright, well anyway, let's get back on the road here. And now anyway, I love this thing. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I would gladly consider this as my new daily driver. And I recommend this vehicle for anybody who wants a kind of expensive 2-door off-roader that's fun to whip around with your friends. Not particularly fuel efficient, but like just fun to drive. It's fast and it's a manual transmission. So yeah, that's my honest thoughts on it. If you guys enjoyed this review, then please be sure to leave a like and comment and comment your suggestions on what car I should review next. And just so you know, I plan to review the Jeep Wrangler 392 Mojave, I think, coming soon. And yeah, that's my final say for this video. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.